Welcome to everyone. True peace is not found in the absence of the storm, but in the presence of God within it. If you seek peace in this life, how then will you reach eternal peace? We often treat spiritual life like a destination, a place where, once we reach it, the storm stops and the heart finds a permanent rest. But look around you. Look at the history of the faithful. Seek true peace not on earth, but in heaven. Not in men, nor in other things created, but in God alone. The reality we often ignore is this. In this life, you cannot escape temptation. It is not an obstacle on the path. It is the path. We often ask ourselves, if I am doing everything right, why is it still so hard? We expect a constant stream of spiritual consolations. Those moments of high emotion where God feels close and every prayer is easy. But do you think that you will always have these comforts whenever you wish? Even the greatest saints, those whose names we carve into stone, did not have such luxury. Their lives were not a series of mountaintop experiences. Instead, they were defined by manifold temptations, constant pulls toward the world, great desolations, moments where God felt silent or distant, grief, the weight of living in a fallen world. If the giants of the faith weren't exempt from the struggle, why do we expect to be? Scripture tells us that gold is tested in the fire. If you were never tempted, how would you know your own heart? If you were never hungry, how would you know the value of the bread of life? Temptation is the gym of the soul. It is the friction that creates heat, and the heat that creates change. When we are stripped of earthly comforts and good feelings, we are forced to decide, do I love the gift or do I love the giver? The saints stayed the course because they understood a fundamental law of the Spirit. They patiently upheld themselves, knowing that the sufferings of the present time are not to be compared with the glory to be won. We fail when we try to find a peace that the world can give. We look for it in relationships, in our careers, or in the absence of conflict. But these are created things. They are subject to change, decay, and loss. True peace is not the absence of the battle. It is the presence of God in the midst of it. To escape the trap of temptation, we must stop trying to make earth into heaven. We must accept that this life is a place of pilgrimage, not a permanent home. Do not be discouraged when the shadows return. Do not be surprised when you feel the pull of old habits or the weight of a heavy heart. This is the human condition. The goal is not to live a life without temptation, but to live a life where temptation no longer has the power to turn you back. Hold fast. The desolation you feel today is the soil in which your future glory is growing. Stay the course. Seek Him alone. Thank you for watching. It is all about Jesus. Follow and subscribe for more.